The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights, as a win here gives them the best record in the league. And here we go, toe-to-toe, two of the most formidable front courts in the NBA. Shaq, tonight, how do you see this battle of the bigs being played out?
Well, it's not checkers, but it'll definitely be a chess match in the terms of rotations, substitutions. Each team will try to establish itself very, very early.
I thought maybe it'd be a lot more physical than a chess match.
Oh, chess can be physical. You didn't watch Bobby Fischer? He's still missing.
Well, stretch bigs will try to put shot blockers, away from the basket. And then when you get those shot blockers away, you get drives to the rim. So the power bigs, they try to throw their weight around on the blocks, but overall, the stretch bigs separate the floor.
I think it's time to tip this thing off. Kevin Harlan has the call, and we'll see you later.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Taste the excitement here in the Quicken Loans Arena. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves facing the NBA champion Cleveland Cavaliers. With Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And take a look at the Cavaliers. This is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
And the atmosphere in this building is incredible. And as that win streak continues to grow, the fans' excitement has grown right along with it. And now we've reached that point where it's considered a frenzy.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy Butler survived a tough upbringing in Tomball, Texas. He said, that's all anybody ever wanted to talk about. But I don't want that to define me. If I'm stuck in the past, then I won't get any better. I won't change. I'll get stuck as that kid. That's not who I am. I'm a great basketball player because of my work. Guys?
Thanks, David. You can tell Butler has a good head on his shoulders, an elite talent in this league because of the hard work he puts in. And the Cavs' big three completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that
trade. So Cleveland will get the first possession. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. Towns is out there with Holmes, and it's Jones in at the one spot.
Shumpert doing a good job of getting his feet set and preparing himself for that shot.
Jones dishes to Butler. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
They set the pick. LeBron kicks to Baldwin. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
LBJ terrific when it comes to moving the ball. He has a strong sense for when his teammates are open and then when to deliver.
Butler on the way. Over Shumpert. That one a little long. Timberwolves on defense. It's a three-point game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, it felt like they were teenagers during the summer. Low levels of activity, allowed too many good looks. Just not their night.
The Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And Howard has it in the corner. Pass to Baldwin. Back to Howard. Towns with the steal. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Towns, the screen. There's a screen. He dishes it to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Over James. That's short off the rim.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
Baldwin kicks to Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jones, the pass to Butler. Here's Holmes over LeBron. Holmes can't get it to go in. Here's Baldwin. Cleveland keeping it alive. Fresh 24. Cleveland moving the ball around. And James gets it to go on the assist by Shumpert. 6 points for LeBron.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Towns. Right through the D for the layup.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. LeBron, good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Jones kicks to Towns. It's not going to go for him. Shumpert with some nice deep. Baldwin the pass to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. And Dwight Howard, the first pick overall in the 2004 draft. At his peak, he won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 3 consecutive seasons. And Brent, he's the only one.
I think you have to at some point just realize what it is that Dwight Howard has been for the length of his career. A lot of people had tremendous expectations that he was going to dominate offensively. It's just not been the case. He has led the league in rebounding 6 times. He's been an 8-time All-Star and will probably end up being in the Hall of Fame.
And he recovers it. And Shumpert kicks to Baldwin. The tray. Rebounded by Holmes. Timberwolves trail by 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Towns sets the pick for Jones. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for Cleveland.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
Baldwin the pass to Howard. Towns with the steal. Wiggins against LeBron. Kicks to Jones. Here's Towns. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now here's Shumpert. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. This one for 3. Tips it. James on the final. LeBron's got 10 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Towns the screen. Jones with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Holmes kicks to Butler. Over Shumpert. Butler, no good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Back to Shumpert. Howard with a screen on Towns. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by LeBron. And the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron on the roll. This time rocks it.
LeBron's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Jones kicks to Wiggins. Towns the screen. Shot off the pick. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
They get it back. Howard. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. 6 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jones dishes to Wiggins. Over James. Again, Wiggins missing.
Got to get out his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
James, the pass to Shumpert. Here's Baldwin. Sinks the three-pointer. Baldwin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
And the Timberwolves call time. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Cleveland. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Teague comes in for Jones. And the shot goes down. Towns has got 8 points.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Rubio misses. Timberwolves trail by 14. Now Towns. 17 points for him last game against Charlotte.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game.
Well, at 6'2" and 182, Jeff Teague really had to use all the strength in his body to get that shot off despite getting hit.
Here's Baldwin. 23 points for him the last game against Philadelphia.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with it.
And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Well, it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
Brett, you've played for 6 different teams. What does it feel like to have to go in and prove yourself to a whole new group of teammates and coaches, a new fan base, all of it?
I think those situations can all change dramatically, Kevin. If you're in the league for 5 or 6 years, there's a good understanding that you're there for a reason. You're just shifting addresses and cities at that point, and I think guys have an understanding and respect for what you bring to the table because they know your game will travel.
Here is Rubio. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. The 3. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. The Cavaliers pull it in. Baldwin's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Rubio outside. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Butler, knocked away. Baldwin kicks to James. Count it, good. LeBron's got 16 points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
There's a good screen. Teague with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Vonleh kicks to Butler. Over Shumpert. Butler missing again.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard in about the last 10 games in the NBA. During that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Stolen by Rubio. Here's Baldwin. He's got 5. For 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Over Noel. Towns, no luck. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Ball's knocked loose. Towns with the steal. Here's Wiggins. The putback. No good that time. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
Such a confidence builder to go on the road and be able to dictate the tempo, the style of play, keep your identity. They were able to do that here.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Harper, he's checked in for Cleveland. The chosen one comes in for James. Harper with a screen on Wiggins. Out left to the wing. Tries a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Teague. Towns in the corner. Another miss by Minnesota. And for the Cavaliers, their shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this matchup. There's the dish to Rubio. Noel passes to the chosen one. A 3-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Wiggins outside. And here's Evans. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte. Teague for 3. Good D by Rubio. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Now Cleveland moving it up. Pull up Jay. That's good on the jump shot.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Teague against Rubio. Teague dishes to Evans. Feeds to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. That's 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Man, that's exactly the kind of ball rotation you want to see from Evans. Throws it to the wide open shooter.
And so it's Cleveland sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a guy who seems to improve every season, Jimmy Butler. He spoke with us about one of his biggest surprises.
It's crazy because I never thought that anybody would be preparing to guard me night in and night out. But they do. I have to learn to cope with that and still find a way to be successful on both ends of the floor. And it's a learning curve for me also, but I'm figuring it out.
And hard to doubt the dedication of Jimmy Butler. He's found a way to overcome obstacles at each important point along the way.
You know, he's a self-made player. And if Butler can stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Wiggins. Vonleh's out there with Evans. And there's Teague. And it's Towns in at the 5. And that one's good. Wiggins. And Brett, you went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
Evans kicks to Wiggins. The basket good off the assist from Evans. That's 7 points for Andrew Wiggins.
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent, inside, outside, or otherwise.
Drains the three-pointer.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Evans outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Towns. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. So, Brent, we often talk about role players who give 100% effort every minute they're on the floor. Which stars have the highest motors right now, in your opinion?
Wow, a lot of guys play with a lot of fire, Kevin. I'm thinking about Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan, the workload that he has for the Toronto Raptors. Little guys like Kemba Walker and Isaiah Thomas. But maybe the 2 guys most prevalent, Chris Paul and then DeMarcus Cousins. And maybe that motor sometimes sputters a little bit, but the motor is still there.
You know what? Of all the qualities a player may have, and I don't even know if a motor or effort is a skill, it seems like it's becoming something that's rattled off very quickly by scouts and coaches. Yeah, he gives great effort. It's as if he's saying, yeah, he's got a great shot, or he's a terrific defender. They act like it's a skill.
Yeah, you think about it, Kevin, what that's doing is defining the fact that there are some guys in the league who don't do it. So when you have a guy who does it constantly, that's what makes him stand out.
Towns, the screen. Evans passes to Towns. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Towns has got 13.
That's an amazing screen roll there, because Evans fires that pass in there and sets up his man. Gorgeous assist.
A three-pointer is right on target. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Minnesota calls timeout. Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Towns dishes to Evans. The shot will not fall, and Cleveland will come the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Oh, good with the triple. Timberwolves trail by 15. Teague for 3. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Defended by Jones. Passes to the chosen one. Pulls up. Minnesota with the rebound.
It has to be frustrated out there right now. His teammates are really picking up the slack for a lackluster offensive night.
T kicks to Holmes. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Outside Curry. Defended by Jones. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Towns. 2nd in rebounding, 11th in blocks, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking 2nd in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Howard comes in for Harper, and Daniels subbed in for Seth Curry. And that one's good by Butler.
And Butler has really bulked up since coming into the league. You see his strength on tough shots like that one.
Out to the wing. There's a screen by Noel. Over to the wing, and Howard has it in the corner. The pass to Daniels. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 11. Now here's Jones. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Towns sets the pick for Evans. Stripped away. Pass to Howard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Towns.
I mean, you see the shoulders there, right, Kevin? You got to respect the strength that he has on the inside. The D has no choice but to foul him when he's in that deep.
NBA official, NBA referee, Brent, has to be one of the toughest jobs in the world. There's been a lot of talk about adding an official to the court. Would that make a difference?
You know, I'm thinking, Kevin, that's like asking 4 of my buddies to add a 5th guy to go out and they're all single. That means there's another guy I got to compete with. So maybe we don't have another set of eyes on the NBA game. Lots of physicality, lots of pushing and shoving. You may see more foul calling, which will slow down the tempo and the rhythm of the game. I'm not sure that's the best idea for the league.
So then adding the Secaucus and the extra eyes in New York to look at calls, I think that might take the place of adding the official.
I think the league has done a great job, Kevin. Having Secaucus now have the ability to make some of those calls to help speed up what we do with regards to the replay. He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Here's James. Here's Baldwin. Goes up again. Howard can't hit.
Now, those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
And it's Evans missing.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you could turn it up.
Outside, Jones. Dishes it to Evans. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Parker's checked in for Cleveland. Jones with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 6 on the shot clock. Butler passes to Towns. Over Howard. Towns, no luck. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Baldwin kicks to Howard. Here's Baldwin. He's got 8. Howard, the pass to Baldwin. On the wing, James. Here's Baldwin. From deep three-point range, and Jones pulls it down.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
He kicks it to Towns. Outside, Jones. Now, here's Butler. Not a lot of room. Yep, that one goes in there. Butler's got 8 points.
Yeah, his shooting has been on target here in the second frame after not being able to get anything going in the first.
Pass to Baldwin. Screen by Howard. Baldwin kicks to James. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Holmes kicks to Butler. Over Daniels. Butler, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Butler with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Over Daniels. Up again.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's the screen. Baldwin kicks to Parker. Misses the 3. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history. And Butler is a polished mid-range scorer. You got to be up in his jersey whenever he's around that area of the floor.
Howard dishes to LeBron. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Cavaliers leading. Here's Baldwin. 8 points for him. Out to Parker. Shot to stop the drought. Parker with another miss. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. It's Butler that time on the assist by Towns. And that's 12 points for Butler.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Baldwin the pass to Parker. Daniels with it. Holmes on him. Outside Howard. That one's not going to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. It'll be the 4th game in a 7-game road trip. Takes a shot at the elbow and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Daniels. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 20-7 run. Evans kicks to Jones. Evans a screen on Parker. Here's Towns. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit. And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Harper, he's checked in for Howard. Mon Shumpert has come in for LeBron. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Tony Parker.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. T dishes to Wiggins. High post try. They get it back, and it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Cleveland leading by 3. And Rubio kicks to Baldwin. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Minnesota. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wiggins passes to Towns. Teague against Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Butler. And the rejection by Curry. Here's Baldwin. Hits it from 3-point range. Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, how do you think the team performed defensively in that first half?
Well, they got off to a good start, but then I thought we settled in and started playing a little bit more defense.
Got locked in as the game went on. Thanks, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome
Show.
back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave him a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland. And East 4th Street right in the heart of it all. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Timberwolves trail by 6. Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Baldwin out there with Howard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Butler. That's tipped.
Well, it helps to have a guard who can block some shots. Shumpert, a dependable defender who at times can get up to throw things away.
Yeah, the defender all over.
For Minnesota, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Free throw, good Butler.
And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
Baldwin. From downtown, and that's good. And so Howard with the assist. Baldwin's got 16.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Now, Cleveland moving it up. James with the ball. Howard, good.
And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
Butler attacking, and the layup's good off the glass. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
And Butler is a force when he's driving to the basket. God loves gutting the defense, and you just cannot afford to lose it.
Outside, Jones. Towns the screen. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. Now Jones, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock.
They got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
Here's Baldwin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 7. Butler kicks to Jones. He feeds it to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. They get a hand on it. And no good. Good D by Howard. Here's Baldwin, guarded by Holmes. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
Brett, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all. James outside. Howard with a screen on Towns. James, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Butler dishes to Jones. Holmes sets a screen. Back to Jones. From deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Towns. Off with the layup. Cleveland leading by 10. Howard setting the pick for LeBron. Here's Shumpert. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, and his shot selection iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
And Cleveland making a change here. Noel's checked in. Holmes sets a screen. Jones kicks to Holmes. And there's the feed to Wiggins. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Kicks to Noel. Defended by Jones. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 16th rebound on the night. Jones kicks to Towns. Over Noel. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
LeBron outside. Back to Noel. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Butler. He's got 16. Shot to stop the run. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Howard has it in the corner. Here's the 3. And LeBron James with the 3. LeBron's got 19 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Jones kicks to Towns. And here's Wiggins. He has 7. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. And Towns drops them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Wiggins against James, and the dunk by LeBron.
Yeah, there's no stopping LeBron right there. He's done that thousands of times.
And we talk about the things that make LeBron great, Brent. The mental aspect of his game probably goes overlooked sometimes.
But you think about the way that LeBron James can be a chess master out on the floor. Wherever he wants the ball, he can set the pieces up where he knows he can take advantage of how the defense is going to play. And his teammates will tell you he can pretty much recall any play after a game that he's played. So him processing the game is on another level.
Right side, Butler. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Over Noel. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
You bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
And James throws it down.
Really like to see Howard involved in that screen, using his body to clear out plenty of space for his teammate.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Jones, the pass to Butler. Holmes has a screen. Jones, no one around him. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Jones has got 5 points so far.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Howard dishes to Shumpert. And another three for Cleveland.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Now here's Jones. 5 points in the game. Holmes sets a screen. Wiggins kicks to Holmes. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, that's where he is just a force. Such a great internal clock in terms of his timing to go up and block those shots, Kevin.
And stolen by Wiggins. Defended by Jones. Inside. And Howard with the stuff. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Towns, a screen on Shumpert. Towns. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
It's LeBron.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. Towns, the screen. Shot clock at 6. Right side, Jones. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game. Noel passes to Howard. And Howard with the step.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. Can't say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these two squads.
Jones dishes to Towns. A fadeaway, and the shot is good. Towns has got 8 points in the quarter.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
And Noel kicks to Howard. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Lonley's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Evans comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Teague in for Jones. Cans it from downtown. Rubio's got 5.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Towns, the pass to Evans. Back to Towns. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Towns has got 10 points in just the second half. Harper dishes to Rubio. And Noel kicks to Harper. Back to Noel. Cleveland moving it around, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for James.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. That just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Teague against Rubio. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins. On the wing, Evans. Towns, the screen. Shot off the screen. They get it back. Count that one. Towns has got 12 now in this quarter.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Noel, a screen on Teague. Rubio, the pass to the chosen one. Lays it up and banks it in. 8 points for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Back to Towns. Shoots over Harper. And it's Noel with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 21. Passes it to the chosen one. He dishes it to Noel. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Drops in the breakaway layup. Teague's got his second bucket.
And one great play leads to another with Teague. His fast hands and fast feet making things happen.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And really one of the quickest guards in our league. Jeff Teague just puts tremendous pressure on your defense when he's attacking the paint.
And the book on T, Greg, is to make him an outside shooter. You don't want him getting to the rim.
I mean, he's a good finisher around the rim. His outside shooting, although streaky at times, not bad, but not great either.
Baldwin, who's checked in for Noel. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. The Cavaliers, number 1. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
And here we've got two teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup.
11 feet away. There's Vonleh. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
This is a kid who loves to play. Vonleh working hard on the offensive boards, then going into a myriad of moves that he's been developing for the score.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Timberwolves trail by 19. 46 seconds left in the third. Towns dishes to Evans. Wiggins drawn the double team. Feeds it to Vonleh. Teague for 3. Goes back up. And that one is off. And Cleveland the other way now.
But his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The dish to Vonleh. Now the pass to Wiggins. Right wing. Tries from 16. Towns, no luck. Harper. The shot comes out, and so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Cavaliers leading by 22. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Tyreke Evans out there with Vonleh. Then there's Teague. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Towns in at the center. Here's Teague. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 6 points for Jeff Teague.
I love to take a picture of that floater from Jeff Teague. The D can't do anything to stop that.
Baldwin kicks to no.
Yikes! Wow. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Pass to Vonleh. Back to Teague. They set the screen. Cavaliers with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Curry passes to Noel. Parker outside. There's a screen by Noel. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Parker's shot is off. The Timberwolves shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. T kicks to Vonleh. Evans against Curry. Evans dishes to Towns, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Such an adjustment for young players drafted into the NBA, managing money, being accountable to your teammates, to the many things that tug and pull on you. Brent, can the league do anything more to help them through this sometimes uncomfortable process?
I think the league does a great job, Kevin, of addressing these things, not only the NBA, but certainly the Players Association in terms of educating the players. To me, Kevin, as an ex-player, though, the biggest responsibility falls on the veteran players of that team to take a young player under their wing, to watch what it is that they're doing socially, and to make sure that they set them up for success off the court.
Here's Vonleh. Bucket is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Cavaliers leading by 18. There's a screen by Noel. In the corner, it's James. Pass to Baldwin. Back to LeBron. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Now in the lineup, Timberwolves. Jimmy Butler.
Teague against Rubio. Stolen by Rubio. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Baldwin the pass to Noel. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Baldwin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Teague with the ball. Dishes to Butler. He kicks it to Vonleh. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot, high post, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
There's a good screen. In the corner, it's James. And Rubio kicks to James. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Timberwolves trail by 17. Outside Butler. Teague dishes to Wiggins. Towns the screen. Shot from the wing. And the shot falls short this time.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
T kicks to Towns. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Towns has got 16 points here in the second half. Passes it to Baldwin. Back to James. Here's Baldwin. Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
Jackson.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Teague the pass to Wiggins. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing. Cleveland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Baldwin.
The first free throw is good.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Howard's checked in for Noel and Shumpert in there for Ricky Rubio. Minnesota also making some changes. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Noah Vonleh and Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague. Fires from 18. Cavaliers with the rebound. Baldwin's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. He feeds it to James. Brett, when we look at some of the classic rivalries between teams, they don't look as emotionally charged nowadays, at least just by the first appearance. Is there a way to get that back the way it was?
I don't think so, Kevin, just because everything is too accessible for us. It used to be that the distance between those cities seemed to be the exact mileage that the cities were that far apart. Now you can pick up your phone and you feel like if you're in San Francisco, you might as well be in LA.
Sure.
And so it's really hard to get that dynamic to happen. It's got to happen more organically, which is what we've seen between Golden State and Cleveland appearing in the finals the past couple years. That's really helped the league to see those two teams do battle for the league's greatest prize.
Baldwin kicks to Howard, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
He's just such a specimen out there, Dwight Howard, a physically imposing presence on both ends of the floor.
That free throw missing.
At the line for 2.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Timberwolves trail by 19. Outside Butler. There's the feed to Towns. Back to Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 18 points for Jimmy Butler.
And the versatility of Butler, just impressive. Solid at finding ways to get inside and finish at the rim.
Howard dishes to James, and stolen by Wiggins. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. And the basket by Jones.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Towns with the steal. Butler on the wing, guarded by Shumpert. Jones, the pass to Butler. Screen by Jones. Shot off the pick. Off the left rim and out.
And really not enough effort on that screen. You have to make some contact, so that's ineffective at getting his teammate open.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Kicks it to Towns. Over Howard. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Jones kicks to Wiggins. Now Holmes. Back to Wiggins. Towns, a screen on LeBron. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Outside, Jones.
Foul call. Number 3. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Jones. Towns, the screen. Clock at 6. A steal.
Well, he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
Connects from 3-point range.
Love to see it when he pulls up from the outside. A big guy with tremendous range is a prized commodity in today's NBA.
Fires from the corner, and there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist by James. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Timberwolves trail by 18. Jones, the pass to Holmes. Back to Jones. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And another 3 for Minnesota.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
And here is LeBron. To the paint. It's stolen by Jones. Floats it up for Wiggins. And he gets the bucket. Towns has got 39.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo! One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And the Timberwolves call time here. And with this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. James. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
LeBron James, quite simply, one of the greatest players that's ever played the game. And it's just impossible for anybody to slow down.
And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves trail by 16. Outside, Jones. Holmes, that's a screen. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Howard. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Once James takes off towards the basket, the defense really has no chance to react and or stop him. What determination from the King there.
Jones kicks to Butler. Fires at the elbow. A shot missing. And Cleveland the other way now. Defended by Jones. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. LeBron kicks to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
Now here's Jones. Towns, the screen. Butler on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. Butler's got 9 points here in the second half.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Cleveland.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And one thing about this team, they never stopped pushing the envelope. A fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for LeBron.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Robin Lopez is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Noah Vonleh comes in for Rashawn Holmes. Tyreke Evans is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Teague in for Jimmy Butler. Evans kicks to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Evans. Over Daniels. And Evans the basket on the assist by Lopez.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
And the Timberwolves with possession. Jones with it. He dishes it to Teague. Lopez a screen. Teague the pass to Lopez. It's good.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what is your sense of how the team is playing at the moment?
We have a good thing going right now. We want to try to keep it going. And the best part about tonight's game was the defensive end. We defended and we shared the ball, and that's a good ingredient to a win.
It was working at both ends, LeBron. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.